My name is Carri Wohlwend, and I am a country music artist. That's what I like to consider myself, but I do make several other types of art that I'll discuss at another time. But by far, my most important art is my music. It's what I have spent most of my adult life trying to pursue. And I'm just excited to be talking to you about it today because I am very passionate about country music. It's absolutely my favorite music of all. It is, again, what I've spent most of my adult and teen years trying to pursue. And I've spent a good amount of time practicing those songs. I think I'm fairly good at it. Um, my songwriting came later after the singing, of course. Prior to wanting to be a singer, I was a dancer. Prior to being a dancer, I was an actress. And of course, I still love them all. Currently, I am exploring, of course, editing, marketing. I like copyright law. And as you can see, which is typical in the arts, people don't stay in just one place for very long. But I have stuck with country music for a good amount of time now. And anyway, this video um, is about the projects that I make. So every project I make begins long before anything visual appears on the screen. That's my cat Lizzie. It starts with a question: what am I really trying to say? To answer that, I start by diving deep. I do use AI, not as a shortcut, but as a study partner. It helps me explore subjects in their entirety. So, for example, if it's history, for context, I might look up a certain symbol. Um, it could be about uh, the history of the song, for example, that I have in mind that maybe I want to recreate in a different way. But in just a few minutes, I can see perspectives that would have taken hours or days to uncover when I researched them using AI. So once I fully understand the landscape of the idea that I'm interested in, I start narrowing it down because to me, the song, the idea of the song is by far the most important part. It's the shell, it's the foundation, it's the structure, it's the story. And without a good story, the sound of the song kind of becomes irrelevant in my opinion. I mean, you could have the most beautiful steel guitar and fiddle, but if your story's not good, people are not going to stick around very long for that song, okay? Because the expectation is a great story and great music. So, um, so then I move on to my favorite part, which is choosing keywords. Okay. Those are the emotional connectors. I want to basically succinctly be able to explain this idea of my song uh, easily to somebody with just a few keywords that should convey emotion and color of some kind. And they should easily connect back to my overall idea. Once those things have been chosen, then I use the plot diagram. And I use the plot diagram to ensure that I have a story arc. It has a clear beginning, rising action, a climax, falling action, and then the final resolution. Now, those have fancy terms for each part, but I'm going to talk about the plot diagram in a different video, okay? I just generally want to talk about how I go from taking an idea and creating actually the lyrics of the song. So we have not created any music at this point, although sometimes it does happen where the music comes to my mind as the lyrics are forming, of course. In that case, what I would do is record the um, the the harmony that I hear into my Apple recorder, and then take it from there later. Okay. But so by this point, I have a strong idea. Okay, and I'm ready to move to the lyrics. And the lyrics are another huge um, process. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in the next video. So, in this video, I discussed the importance of the idea and how I generate my ideas for songs. Now, I should have also said it's also not so scientific sometimes. Sometimes it really is just I'm out and about and I say that would make a great country song. Or I really need to write a song about that. It's super important. I need to get that off my chest. or this idea is so creative, I just have to write a song about it. So it happens in a variety of ways. But I guess what I wanted to share is that for people who maybe are not so naturally gifted creatively, there are ways that you can train yourself to be good at songwriting without it just coming natural to you. And so one of those ways is to start with the idea, break it down. Imagine this song is an essay and you have to write an essay in school. What would you do? Well, you would go to the library with your idea and you would learn about it. That's what I did by creating those keywords. Okay, long before I go to the library in my doctoral program, I also search keywords. And so the idea is by far the most important thing in country music, in my opinion. Like I said, I really believe the music is second to the idea, but I'm sure people would argue that point. In any case, thank you for watching this short little YouTube video, and I'll be bringing you more of these types of videos in the future, primarily to connect with my audience, but also to authenticate myself as an artist and describe my process because I'm trying to become monetized here on YouTube. All right, thanks for listening. Have a good day. My name is Carri Wohlwend. Goodbye now.